Hey guys, it's Annie. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of new makeup 2021 edition. I'm going to be testing new makeup products, testing out new drugstore makeup products. Seriously, I think I have something for every category here, so let's get into it. This might be a long one. This is kind of going to be a full face of first impressions, but some of these I have tried once, but not in like a full face kind of deal. But anyway, let's get started. Okay, so first off, this is a primer. This is by Makeup Revolution. This is it's already all worn off. This is the Blur Stick. I don't know if you guys have heard of this before yet, but this is Makeup Revolution's new primer, and look at it. It's just like a huge stick. If you guys are familiar with special effects makeup, this actually looks a lot like scar wax. I don't know if you guys know what that is. You can mold it into like different things on your face, kind of like Maleficent, if you've seen her cheekbones. I believe that they made those out of scar wax. But I'm just warming this up on my hand because I don't know if it's sanitary to like roll this on my head, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna pat this into the skin. I have used this before and it did a really good job at blurring, although I couldn't figure out whether it was this product or something else that kind of made my skin look a little greasy throughout the day. It might not have been this, but I guess we're not gonna find out today either because we're doing a full face of first impressions. But I mean, this does do a really good job at blurring your pores. So if you have drier skin, I think you'll really like this one. Next up, I actually tried this today, and this foundation is too light for me, but this is the, I almost said Revolution again. This is the Revlon Colorstay Light Cover Foundation. Normally, I'm not into light coverage foundations, but today we were going for a walk in the park and I decided to try this one out. I really, really liked it, but it's super light on me. I would just need to go get my regular color. This is the color 210 Creme Brulee. It looks like it would be my color testing by the tube, but no, it's so light. It almost looks like a porcelain color. Here, I'll show you on my hand. But this is the color that it comes out. It kind of looks like it's similar to my color if you look at my hand, but my hand's not the same color as my face. And this makes my skin look like I'm ghost white, watch, look. But you see what I mean? So I'm actually gonna mix this with the NYX Total Control drops. I love these. These are great for if you want to make a foundation a little bit more of a full coverage, or you can buy these in like a darker color and a lighter color and you can mix them with your normal foundations just to get a more accurate foundation shade. That's what I like to do all year long. I hate buying like a million different foundations. I'm not touching my face, by the way. Sorry, I had coffee right before this. I'm like, but I like buying 2 shades of these that I can mix them with my foundations throughout the year. You don't have to buy like a million foundations. And then I'm gonna use this guy on here. So I'm also using this foundation brush that I'm not sure if Revlon just came out with this. They sent this along with that foundation. This is the Revlon Buffing Foundation Brush. And I normally don't like foundation brushes, but this works so well. I don't know if it's just because it might be like formulated to apply this foundation really well, but I really like it. Normally, I feel like brushes are really streaky, and that's why I stick to sponges, but I really love this. And this is a pretty good coverage mixed with the NYX Total Drops. I'm not sure if I already stated this, but all these products were sent to me in PR, so they were all gifted, although I'm not paid to make this video or anything like that. Next up for concealer, we're gonna be using the Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint, and this is in Pink Rose. And by tint, I think they mean concealer. Holy shit, put way too much on. Crap, this comes out like really quickly. Okay, now I'm just blending this in. It does definitely give a brightness to the skin. I wonder what exactly it's supposed to be though. Okay, brightening under eye tint. Instantly illuminates under eyes with microfine pearls. Oh, and this has hyaluronic acid in it. It has caffeine and color correcting pigments. So if you have dark circles, you're really gonna like this because caffeine's great for dark circles, and it's also good for under eye bags, which I have. I do like that this is giving my skin just a really natural glow. I'm gonna trump right over it with powder anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but I feel like you'll still be able to see the glow underneath, especially since it says it has like pearls, like a pearly finish. All right, this is one thing that I don't have, so I don't have a new powder. So I'm just gonna be going in with my KVD powder real quick. This is the Lock-It translucent powder. I already poured it out. For contour, I'm gonna be using, this is the Pixi X Promise Shapeshifter, oh my god. I'm not gonna go in detail with this one. I'll probably just fast forward through my contour because I actually have a full review of this palette. I don't think there have been any new like sculptor palettes out. At least not that I've gotten. For some reason, I feel like they're normally released in the fall. I wonder why that is. I guess maybe people don't go that heavy with contour in the summer, like spring and summer. I mean, I do. But yeah, I'm gonna fast forward through this part and then we'll be back to do the brows. Look at this finish. I think this gives you just such a natural contour finish. I really like this palette. It doesn't come across muddy at all. And if my like nose contour looks a little weird, I'm deciding to switch it up again. If you guys watch me all the time, you know that it's always something that I'm struggling with. But right now I'm just focusing on the tip of my nose and the corners up here. It's whatever. I just need a nose job. Anyway, let's move on to eyeshadow. So this is the LA Girl Main Stage Desert Dream eyeshadow palette. Ooh, smashed my nails and my background. So they actually came out with 2 palettes recently. Let me get the other one, hang on. So I think I'm gonna use this one because it has like the greens and the blues and I don't do that very often. But this is their other eyeshadow palette. This is the VIP Desert Dream eyeshadow palette. But these are more like mauve-y goldeny shades, which these are typically like everyday shades for me. But I wanna go out of my comfort zone and do like a colorful eye today. Maybe I'll go in with the purple. I'll do like a purple, blue, and green eye. So I'm gonna go in with the purple in my crease and see what happens. So it's taking a little bit of power to build up. I wouldn't say that it's like a crazy, crazy pigmented shade, but it definitely is a buildable coverage, which I'm not gonna lie guys, I actually really like that because when something's too pigmented, it's really, really hard to, like, you wind up blending out forever and it's really easy to mess them up. So that's why I like a buildable eyeshadow. I would say that that's very consistent along all of LA Girl shadows. They're buildable. Ooh, this turned out really good. I really like the shade. I'm just gonna do the other eye real quick. Okay, I'm just putting some primer on, guys. This isn't a new primer. This is just the Anastasia eye primer. I'm just gonna clean up my eyelids. Okay, now I'm going in with that lime green, the matte lime green. I'm just gonna go in the inner corner here, the inner half. Ooh, this is so pigmented, especially with the eye primer. I'm going over top of it with the metallic version of this shade. I wonder if we're even gonna see a difference. I don't really notice a difference. I wonder if, maybe if I apply it with my finger. Oh yeah, holy crap. Right, now I'm dipping into that blue. It's like a true blue. I'm just gonna break the gap between these two colors. Oof, I love that shade. Ooh, I love this. It looked like a butterfly. Okay, I'm just dusting away some fallout here because that blue actually gave a decent amount of fallout. Most of it wiped away, which is good, but I think we're gonna go underneath with the purple anyway. So hopefully you're not gonna be able to see that too much. Okay, like I said, I'm going back in with that purple. Guys, I just realized that I forgot to do my eyebrows. Okay, well, we'll get there. I am liking the eye look though. It's a little out of my comfort zone. Actually very out of my comfort zone, but I'm into it. This would be a good Instagram picture. Now that we're finished the shadow, I'm gonna go into the waterline. So this is also by LA Girl. I believe this isn't new. I think they came out with this pastel collection last year, but then they included them in the collection that was sent along with the eyeshadows. And this is Magic Mint. So this is Pastel Dream and Magic Mint. But they came out with like a range of pastel pencils. Should probably zoom you guys in a little bit more. It's not the best pencil, although my eyes are really watery right now for some reason, but I do like it for just like a little pop. Plus, these are super cheap. I think these are like $4 each or something like that. I guess might as well finish out like the eyes for the most part. So let's go into eyeliners. ColourPop released a ton of new liquid liners. So this is all of them right here. In order here, we have Sky High, Honey Girl, Graceland, Numero Uno, and Chili. Okay, so for the eyeliners, I'm actually just gonna go in with the black one. I know, boring, but out of these colors, I feel like that's kind of the only one that would look good. I guess white could, but I don't know. I'm just more comfortable with black, okay? I'm already out of my comfort zone. I love ColourPop's felt tip liners. They just work so well and they're really inexpensive. They also last a while too. Oh my God, this is so hard to do eyeliner on camera. Okay, that was a nightmare. I'm gonna do the other one off camera. I feel like it's just because I don't have a lot of practice doing it on camera. I normally just snap my fingers and do it. Because I feel like liner's pretty self-explanatory. But anyway, I'll be back. Eyeliner is done. Now we're moving on to mascara. This is the Rimmel London Wonder Extension. So that is the wand. I feel like it's gonna be hard for you guys to be able to tell on camera what this actually looks like on my lashes. But I'm not a fan of this at all. I feel like it's not gripping onto my lashes. It's like, I don't even know how to describe this. I just feel like the bristles are, I don't know if you guys can see it, the bristles are really weak on this wand. And I feel like it's just making my lashes look really weird. Which doesn't really matter anyway, because I'm gonna be putting on false lashes, but I do not like this. You guys could probably see it a little better on the bottom lashes. It actually looks a lot better on the bottom lashes. Okay, let's finally move on to the brows because I feel so weird without them on. So this one is the Wet n Wild Brow Sensitive? Browsessive, yes. And this is in the shade Medium Brown. So that is it swatched on my hand. I think that this is the darkest shade that they gave me in the pack. Okay, so they did give me a dark brown as well, which I kind of want to see how this one swatches because I like a cool tone brown and this one seems a little bit on the warm side for me. It's swatching a little spotty for me. It's like really like chalky. But I feel like for pencils, they almost have like a wax coating on them. And then it's like after you sharpen it, they're fine. So I'm just grabbing a paper towel and I'm just twisting it in here. All right, so let's try this on the brows. So I did sharpen it, like I said, so let's see if it turns out a little bit better applying it on the actual brows than it does on my hand. So with brow pencils like this, I typically like to just kind of go like in my brow. I just feel like it makes it look a little bit more natural. Gives it that like natural bushy look. It's definitely not a very pigmented pencil. I really don't mind buildable coverage pencils because it's kind of the same thing with an eyeshadow. It's like you want to be able to build it up. You don't want something like too heavy. You want to be able to play with it a little bit, which is something that I do like, but this has a very waxy feel to it that I'm just not that crazy about. Okay, so I'm making it work, but yeah, I am not a fan of this liner or pencil, whatever it is. I think you guys can even see that it's waxy. It's so strange. You can also see how patchy my nose looks right now. I think the setting powder that I use just is not cooperating with that foundation, and my face just looks really cakey. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go over the ends with, this is the Huda Beauty Bomb Brows in Black Brown. I actually have a full video on this guy as well. This just launched probably about, is it 2 weeks ago now? Yeah, this is a new liner as well. I'm just gonna touch these guys up. I'm just gonna pop on some blush real quick. And I don't think that there were any like blush releases this year besides cream blushes, and I'm really not a fan of cream blushes. So I'm just using this one by ColourPop, which it's not a new release. This is just Catch My Vibe. I'm gonna do my lip liner off camera because I haven't received any lip liners recently, so I'll be back. Okay, so I also did my lashes off camera since there weren't any new lashes that I really loved. And let's just get into lips. Oh, I also did highlight because I don't think there's a new highlighter that came out. But anyway, this one I got in a BoxyCharm box. I love it. So this is the Cab Lip Oil, and this is in Rum Punch. I love how big this doe foot is. And this is the best gloss for a really like glassy shine. So I'm just rubbing the applicator into my lip liner just to smudge it a little bit. This is the finished look, guys. This is my full face of new makeup. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Okay, so looking at my face right now, and even up close, the foundation looks a little patchy, but also maybe applying it with a brush did that. I find that when I apply things with brushes, it winds up giving that like cakey effect. So it could have easily have been that, I'm not really sure. But I did really like the foundation on its own. Like I said, I wore that earlier today and I really liked it. I love this lip. I already know that I love this lip gloss. I really like the eyeshadow, especially if you're using a primer. The colors come up more vibrant. You don't have to play with them as much to build up color. The eyebrow pencil, as you guys saw, was a no. I would not buy that, even though it's probably only like $6 since I believe it's Wet n Wild, right? Yeah, Wet n Wild. I really liked the felt tip liners by ColourPop. ColourPop just always does a good job. I don't think they've ever really dropped the ball on anything, besides sometimes their eyeshadows are patchy, but I only really find that with collabs, and it was the one that stands out the most is the Sailor Moon one. Was so patchy, I just hated it. But I think everything else I really liked. I'm trying to think of what else I tried. Oh, you know what? I'll finish out with a setting spray. So this is the Maven Beauty Rose Water, not that one. That's actually their Prep and Refresh spray. This is the Rose Water setting spray. And I really like the setting spray. I've been using this for about 2 months now, since they first came out with it, since they first launched. But let me know which product was your favorite. Make sure to give this video a like if you liked it. That really helps me out. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. I hope you liked this video. This is kind of new for me.